How is it going today?
Lolis.
Come on, it's Dwayne.
It's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne N Jazz. Hey, we have for you
SpiderMan. Miles Morales.
Across the Spider-Verse. Movie review. So we're gonna have, you know what we do. Spoiler, then non-spoiler, then spoiler. So get ready. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you know, this part is okay. We'll let you know when the spoilers come. So we're just gonna go into it, man.
What do you rate it?
10.
Exactly. I give it a 10. 10 as well.
Fire!
Yes.
Freaking fire!
First of all, I love the art style of the movie consistently. Like, it just staying like the same art style and having like different like comic book elements to it and everything. It's just so
all the cameos, you could go to all the Easter eggs, all the different Spider-Man from different universes.
All the different suits, the different Spider-Men and women, because there's women in there too. And it's just
let's talk. Okay, I was gonna say, let's talk about Spider-Man 99, Miguel O'Hara.
Well, are we going into spoilers now?
We're about to, because y'all already got. I'm just letting y'all know. Let's watch the movie. It's good. Like, that's it. Now we're about to get into spoilers.
Okay, 5.
So you've been warned. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so Spider-Man 2099 is hot. First of all, he's hot. He's brooding. He's like, what?
Nothing.
He's trying to repair the multiverse, basically, and he said that basically, the whole summary of the whole thing is that he's trying to stop anomalies from making canon events not happen that makes them who they are, makes, like, you know, their life go on and stuff like that. And unfortunately for Spider-Man, you gotta lose somebody important to you, whether it be a close police chief that you're with, or your parents, your mom, one dad, or both. Somebody gotta die, and
to put
that
you
makes
on the right
you
path.
Who you are. Yeah.
Usually it's Uncle Ben.
Yeah, somebody gotta go, and they even mentioned that like in a movie, like one of the Spider-Man was like going to therapy.
Therapy Spider-Man,
and he was like, "Oh my God, look at my uncle," and he was like, "Let me guess, he died."
Yeah, all of our uncles died.
But basically, like we saw more of SpiderGwen in her story, in her background, in her life,
universe,
in her universe, with her dad being a police chief and everything like that, and what led to her Peter dying, and her Peter turned into Lizard in her universe.
Yeah, her universe.
And she was trying to stop him, and that's how he died. And she didn't do it on, like, you know, on purpose or anything like that. And that made her dad, the police chief, think that she was a murderer. And she didn't reveal to him that she was SpiderGwen until they had a face-off one day, and he was about to shoot her.
Wait, what was it? Paper Vulture? Renaissance Vulture came into her.
From another dimension as well. And when that happened, she had to show her father that that's her. To get him to understand that she's not a murderer, and he was about to arrest her. Then that's what led her to joining the other Spider-Man.
Secret Society of Spider-Man that helped repair the multiverse.
Help repair the multiverse, and it's like a lot of them. And I love Obi. Obi is my man.
He's Spider-Punk.
Yeah, the Spider-Punk one. And he looks funny. Even cooler, y'all. When he took the mask off, and I saw them locks and everything, and I was like, oh yes. Daniel,
what's his name? Daniel Kaluuya, you guys know what I'm saying. He was voicing him, so it was amazing. Then we went to Indianized version of Manhattan. What was it called?
Mumbattan
or something like that,
or something. Yeah,
like an idiot Spider-Man. I forgot his name right now. It's escaping me, but it was.
Yes, I loved his.
Funny.
His whole section is cool. Like just seeing his powers and like how his webs is not really like webs. It's like webs connected to like a yo-yo. I don't want to call it a yo-yo because it might not be the name, but it's like a yo-yo-ish type thing, and it was just very cool. And I like that he was talking about his culture and stuff. And he was like, "You don't say chai tea because chai means tea, so you're saying TT." TT. And then he was like, "Oh, like I'm Indian, so you're gonna ask me about saffron." And I was like, "Oh, right,
because the Spot." Okay, let's talk about the Spot. Okay.
Yes.
Spot at first was fun. Like,
it was like a regular villain.
Like villain of the week. Yeah. Like, because it was like he didn't even know how to use his powers, but as things started progressing, you was like,
then you saw that it was like much bigger. Like and the thing that I liked what they did with Spot was that like they turned like how all of their circumstances were of becoming like a Spider-Man or Spider-Woman or whatever, how they're just a regular person, and then this happened and turned them into it. That's like what happened to him, because what Miles did with the collider. With what's his name? Big man.
Kingpin.
Yeah, Kingpin. And since he messed all that stuff up, he was a scientist that was in there while it was happening, and he got turned into the Spot and got those powers because of him being there, because of breaking the collider and all that stuff. And now he's like, okay, well, I just lost my job. I can't live normally anymore. And he said it so casually in the story. I was like, well, unfortunately, because of that whole thing happening, I look like this now. This is my skin, so I lost my job, which led me to a life of crime. Like, he just like said it so like casually.
Yeah.
Like, this is what happens when, you know, my life is messed up and I can't live normally, so how do you expect me to live without money? Getting it with a job, I would like to, but I can't, so now I gotta be a criminal.
Yeah.
So it's just
right.
like, and he was like, just like genuinely trying to learn how to be a criminal and like steal. And he was like, you know, I'm not robbing you per se, I'm robbing the ATM and the bank is the enemy. Like, it was just like
a lot. So the main conflict in this movie was that
Spot.
Yeah, Spot was the main conflict because he's able to travel through different dimensions and universes with just his power alone. And so he said he need more dark matter, more power to
and go into all the different universes and dimensions to go find their collider, get more power from their collider to become bigger and bigger and stronger. And he was at first white with black spots. Now he's all black with white spots.
I like that
and
too.
It's just, oh my god, I just love the attention to the culture too, like showing like his Hispanic culture and his also like black culture. It's just like so great.
You talking about Miles Morales, right?
Yes.
Because I was about to say, who you talking about? Spot?
No, not
yeah, I was like, hey.
Miles. But they showed, y'all, I lost it when they showed all the different like Spider-Man and like the different anomalies and everything, and how they captured an anomaly, which was Childish Gambino as the Prowler. Like,
yes, we saw him in his Prowler suit.
So we mentioned that. I was like, well, now the news is out there making a live action Miles Morales now. But I was like, when are they going to have that so that we could see Childish Gambino
as Prowler?
Prowler.
And I really think, I don't know, because
I feel like he's still not going to be the Prowler in the main action one, because he was in a prison as an anomaly. So they're gonna get rid of him.
He wasn't in the right universe. But sometimes they get like put there. So that might be the way. Maybe if I was doing it, that's how I would explain why Vulture was in the Venomverse from the MCU.
Well, they touched it too. They touched the Venomverse. They touched the Venomverse. All the in life, real life like movies that were Spider-Man, they mentioned those in there. So I thought that was really cool.
Nice,
like they showed the Amazing Spider-Man. They showed Tobey Spider-Man. Like they mentioned but didn't show Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It was like a whole bunch of them. So it was just like, if you're like a super fan of like the comics, the shows, the Spectacular Spider-Man, all that stuff, like,
it's like, all there. It's all there. It all connects.
Good.
Everything connects.
It's so good.
But that was the main conflict was the Spot, and also that Miguel, Spider-Man 99, told Miles that his dad was gonna die. His dad's about to become. He's a lieutenant. He's about to become captain.
Yep.
And so in every Spider-Man, you need extra. I guess extra tragedy because his Uncle Ray died in the first movie. So I guess we need somebody else to die too. I don't know, but he said if any of you guys knew you could save the person you love, you gonna do it. And he was like, no, because Miguel himself went to another universe where he had a family and caused a whole incursion, and that whole universe got wiped.
Yep, and so that's how he knows that he can't do that all the time.
So he's trying to stop him and protect the multiverse
from doing the same thing and like breaking like the multiverse, because it was even more so on Miles, because they said that Miles was not originally supposed to be a Spider-Man, like because his spider that bit him was from 42 spider was from another universe. And it's so crazy how they did a full circle like towards the end, because since he told him since that spider was not supposed to bite Miles and it came from another universe, it never bit Peter in that universe it originally came from, or anybody in that universe originally came from. That looked weird. I was doing it. Pause.
Anyway.
But anyway, yes. So since that spider that bit Miles never bit anyone in its original timeline or original universe, nobody became Spider-Man, and so that whole town is just like going through rampant crime and everything like that. And for them to full circle it when Miles thought that he was going to his regular timeline, because his timeline is 1610, not timeline, Earth. His Earth is 1610, and then the machine sent him to Earth 42. And he was trying to explain to his mom that he's Spider-Man, and she didn't know what was going on. And I was like, as soon as she said, who's Spider-Man? I was like,
he's not in the same universe.
One. And then in that one, his uncle's not the Prowler, it's actually Miles that becomes a Prowler. And I love also that they included the detail that because in that universe, his dad, Miles' dad in Earth 42, is dead. And so he's being raised by his Latin mom. And because he's being raised only by his Latin mom, that version of Miles that's a Prowler, had more of a Latin Hispanic accent when he said his name.
Miles Morales.
Speaking normally, like our Miles that we know will just be like, oh, I'm Miles Morales and stuff. But that one he's like, I'm Miles Morales. So like it's like more of like a accent. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, so how they did that.
Like this movie was fun, funny, amazing animation. They changed the game. This one hit. And so we're now letting you guys know there is a post-credit scene in there.
Not really.
I mean,
it's like a title card.
Yeah. Because this is a part 2. This movie runs for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Well, this is a part two. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the sequel, and then they having like a part 3 called Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. So I'm ready for that. I could have high-key watched if they wouldn't have kept going, I would have kept going. It's a long movie. I could have kept going.
And honestly, like with the what's I about to say? With the end credits, like they didn't have any end credit scene, so it left you like, you know how Marvel usually has like some type of end post credit scene or whatever like that. It didn't have nothing, so it left you feeling like that type of like mystery, like what's going to happen in the next one. Like just like how like with Infinity War, like when everybody got like disintegrated and everything, and then you didn't get nothing.
You get a title screen that says Thanos.
This person will return. That's it. Like that's all you get, and I love it because I ain't gonna lie, Marvel movies have been, well, this is Sony, right?
This it's still Marvel at the end of the day. It's a superhero movie.
Usually Marvel character movies. Let me say that Marvel character movies recently have not been best. No love in it or anything like that. So, but with this one.
You feel the love. You feel it. They hitting with this one. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't mind seeing it again. Honestly.
Yeah, this one is amazing. It's great, and I cannot wait to see the 3rd installment, the part 2 to this movie. So that's our review. And it was long. Usually it's shorter, but that's how good this movie was. Jazz is so hyped. This movie is great. It is great.
It was so many little things. I was watching the movie and I was like, oh.
Yeah. we gonna have this new thing that I was thinking that we should do. What? Is like if this movie is so good, we gonna verify it and be like, this movie
Dwayne N Jazz certified.
Yeah, instead of certified, it'd be like Dwayne N Jazz verified. Like we verified this check. We watched it for you. You ain't gonna have. I promise you gonna have a good time. So you know. Anyway, guys, comment below. Let's be.
Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and share.
More.